hello, Purpose Magnets. I hope that you enjoyed a wonderful and restful 4th of July weekend. This 3-day weekend, maybe it was a 4-day weekend, or maybe you just took vacation. I personally was on vacation for a little over a week, and it was amazing. We spent some time away, and sometimes, not just sometimes, take sometimes off the table. We need that. We all need time to get away, to rest, to have some time of respite that we can reload, recharge. Listen, just do nothing. If your mind so chooses to do so, do nothing, right? But I'm glad to be with you guys on tonight, this Tuesday night, this Purpose Magnet Moments. And I could not be happier to be with you guys. I hope that all is going well, whether you were celebrating the 4th or you were continuing to celebrate Juneteenth like we were, whatever it is you were celebrating, whether it was just you celebrating being alive yet another day, baby. I hope that you did just that. So tonight we're going to dive in. We're going to be talking about 5 steps to defeat perfectionism. One of the most dangerous self-defeating things is when we get locked into perfectionism. Everything has to be a certain way before we start to do something, before we finish something, before we even start the process of going towards doing something. Everything's got to be perfect. I got to have this first before I do this. No. And then if you're one of those who compares yourself to others, well, I'm getting ahead of myself. But listen, tell a friend, go ahead and tell someone, tag someone about the Purpose Magnet Moments, and we will get started because I want to share with you some tips and tools on just 5 of them on how to defeat perfectionism. Okay, so we all have moments where we fall into perfectionism. I mean, it's human nature. For some of us, this might happen kind of often, just nature of the beast. For others, it's reserved for those special occasions where we have a project where we just can't rest until we get it just right, right? While occasional super attention to detail is okay, it's when we make perfectionism a way of life where it becomes a problem. See the difference? Those are the times when we finally need to take charge of our lives and learn to let go. So let's dive in. Here we go. So we're going to try these, okay? So the first one is start at the core. Start at the core. Why are you so wrapped up in perfectionism? Where does this come from? Why? Why? Are you really and truly trying to become a better person somehow? Or are you just trying to impress someone or meet expectations of those around you? Ooh, take a breath. We're going to stop right there. Because that one right there, trying to meet the expectations of other people around you, trying to impress them, trying to live up to someone else's standards, stop. Neither of these reasons is healthy, and they both need to be addressed. Why do you feel that you have to be a people pleaser? Is it that you have been emotionally or mentally or even spiritually manipulated into feeling that if I don't perform this, if I don't do this, if I don't do that, if I don't do it up to this person's expectations, then I'm less than, or I'll be humiliated, or whatever the case is. First one says, start at the core. If you're typing, if you're writing, if you're putting this in your notes, start at the core. Why? Why do I need to? Why do I have this need for perfectionism? Number 2, drop the should. Drop the should. The moment you start using this word in a conversation, especially regarding your action, you're already driving your own self crazy. I should have did this. I should have gone here then. I should have put this aside then. I should have saved this money then. I should have married this person. I should not have married. I should have done this. I should have done that. I should. Uh-uh. Remind yourself that you don't need validation from anyone. You're good just being you. What does God say about you? He's not emotionally or mentally or spiritually manipulating you. Remind yourself of what he says about you in his word. And drop the should. Drop the should. That's number 2. Number 3, rewrite the script. You know you have the pen in your hand. Look, I got one right here. You have the pen in your hand, the proverbial pen. Rewrite the script. What are you telling yourself as you throw yourself into perfectionism? What are you saying to yourself? What is on that script that you're reading off to yourself, that you're telling yourself? Do you think that this is the path of success? Or do you have other unrealistic expectations of the outcome? Here's where you switch up and self-talk yourself to get out of the negative spaces and the unrealistic outcomes. A lot of times we set goals, which I love. I think setting goals is wonderful. That's one of the things that I help my clients with, right? And I love setting goals that challenge you, but not setting unrealistic goals. Not setting unrealistic goals. You may have a goal to lose weight, but I hope you don't have a goal to lose 30 pounds by this coming weekend. Does that sound healthy? It sounds wonderful in theory. If between Tuesday and this weekend you can lose 30 pounds, sounds great in theory, sounds horrible in reality. Rewrite the script. Rewrite the script. The next one, you've heard me say it before, and it definitely deserves repeating again. And you're going to hear it again and probably again and again. So until you get it, until we get it, till we all get it. Drop the comparisons. So we were just talking about self-talk. Just who are you holding up as role models, right? Has this too been unhealthy? Going from, I want to be more like them, to, why can't I have everything they do? Comparison. Wouldn't it feel better to celebrate where you are right now with all the effort that you've been putting in, all the things that you have learned, all the classes, courses, online trainings, all the YouTube videos, all the books you read, all the lives that you, Facebook lives, or Instagram lives, all the TikTok, all that you've watched and absorbed? What if it feel better to you to celebrate where you are right now and all the effort you put in and all the things you learned and all the knowledge you gained, instead of, I should be more like them. If I had done X, Y, and Z, I would be here by now like them. Stop the comparison. And listen, here's the next one. Show some mercy. Perfection never allows for excuses. Where's room? Where's in perfectionism? Where is there room for excuses? There is none. If you can't succeed, you're automatically a failure in perfectionism. By chasing imperfection, you learn the value of self-forgiveness and the ability to let go of your mistakes in favor of embracing the lessons you can learn from them. What can you learn from this not working the way that you thought it was going to work out? What did you learn from that? It's not a failure, but what can you learn from that? What lesson came from that? You wouldn't think these steps are all so very important at first glance. It doesn't feel all that great when things don't go the way that you want to at first glance. But after all, is chasing imperfection worthwhile? It is worthwhile. The answer, obviously, is yes. Perfection is what pulls us away from others and gets us tangled up inside with worry and stress about getting things right. It's got to be a certain way. It's got to be right. It's got to be perfect. Get that out of your language. Get it out of your mindset. We negatively impact our mental and physical health when we do this. We're stressed out, we're overwhelmed, we're so hyped up and bothered because things aren't the way that we thought they would be. They're not, every T isn't crossed, every I isn't dotted. And now we're stressed out. No. With this in mind, isn't it time to just let go, breathe, relax those shoulders, and enjoy life once and for all? Enjoy the experience. Enjoy the moments that you have learning experiences and opportunities. Perfectionism isn't real. It only has life that you give to it, and it's draining life from you. Not a good place to be. So those are the 5 steps to defeat perfectionism. I want you to go back when you get a chance. Go watch this replay and go back and listen and think about these 5 steps. I want you to give it some real thought. Listen, I am Chelselia Cookie Payne. I am your Purpose Magnet Purpose Coach. I am happy to have spent this time with you in our Purpose Magnet Moments. Join us on next Tuesday night at 7 o'clock p.m. Oh, and guess what, guys? I am going to be hosting an event coming up really soon. I can't wait to tell you about it. You'll be seeing more about it very soon, but I'm certain you're going to want to get in on it. It's going to be open for a limited amount of women. So pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. I look forward to seeing you guys on next week. Listen, have the most amazing, amazing week. And remember, you can defeat perfectionism. It is possible. I will see you next time.